They wanted me to spit reality rap.
Problem is, what the problem is,
whatever that fucking mean. Yeah.
Let's go.
Fuck you niggas and I mean that. You want war, bitch, I bring that. Real niggas dressing all black. I'll put your life in the past. All you lames ain't gon' last. Put that dumb shit in the trash. I be all out in the jungle wildin' with gorillas even when they spaz. I was boosting them was back up. Run all up in your stash house. Tell you niggas kick the cash out. 45 on your ass. A lot of y'all dudes is acting. Keep on saying that y'all trapping. Put you right up on the news channel 45 asking what happened. Big nigga and I'm hustling. I dare you niggas try to touch me. So official like the ref. I got some real niggas that'll leave you dusty. I ain't never had nothing. Making something out of nothing. Out here grinding real hard, trying to turn the devil to an English muffin. I whip the work like a slave nigga. Streets know I'm a go-getter. I can never be a whole nigga. Real facts, you's a whole nigga. Catch the boy in the cup. Watch the pop of a love. Profit going double up. Really never give a fuck. My hood really bout that. Cross the line, then we off black. Kill a nigga when it's off black. Smoke you chunks like some gas. My father never really fuck with me. None of these niggas can't fuck with me. Say it twice and you remember me. None of y'all can't fuck with me. So high of life like I just caught the molly. Wait for a young dumb ass nigga to try me. Giving them shots to the face of the body. Cause like a boxer, man, shots to the body. I done did a lot of dumb shit. A lot of beat a hater up type shit. I got that shit straight from high and knock a nigga out real. I saw the scenes of that musty. It was loud, it was crunchy. That's when housing came and rushed me. Came around every corner, had me on the ground. That's when they cuffed me. Had to switch the game up. Started capping up for slugs. I'm getting money, nigga, what? I'm getting money, nigga, what? Nobody couldn't tell me nothing cause a real nigga never gave a fuck. Homie told her that was fucked up. Real talk, that was fucked up. When I see you little nigga hit you with that 40, let you know your time's up. Gritty nigga still hungry. Yes, the boy still hungry. I be in my own lane fighting like a champ, getting to the money. Get all that stupid shit. They gon' give me some money and ball out. I'ma stack it so high to the ceiling that when it come to my house, you gon' fall out. Only real niggas know what I'm talking about. Shoot up for nigga like him in a movie. Spit it for reals like me shooting a Uzi. Crossing the beach, you be out of here. Homie, you know I don't show no fear. Shoot you like magic, you disappear. Make sure you haters is crystal clear. Get them away from here. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
There you go. Dress it up to make it real for me. Whatever that fucking means.
This is a manufactured criminal case.
Ridiculous charges.
What happened today was offensive to the Constitution.
They've never articulated the crime here.
Awaken the sleeping giant.
What the radical left Democrats are counting on is your silence and your submission.
No one's going to stop us. No one's going to slow us down.
The only way for us to fight back successfully is to elect Donald Trump in November. When President Trump came out and said the real verdict will be on November 5th, he couldn't be more right.
But don't get mad. Get motivated.
We will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Let me take you higher and show you how you should feel. Baby, there's something now available in your body. Whatever it is you want from me, baby. See, you don't have to say nothing. Know your body wants something. It's easy for me to see that your body is going for me. I can hear it calling me. You know the words. I can hear it calling me. Yeah. I can hear it calling me. I went to R. Kelly concert. He did this right here. Hey. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I'm listening. Somebody's calling. I thought I heard somebody over here calling me. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. I'm listening. I hear you calling me. I'm listening. I hear you calling me. I heard somebody over here calling me. Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Oh. Let's go. Mike Beasley in the building. What up, bro? I miss the him. Yeah. Y'all know who I be. I miss the Mike Beasley. I need this joint. So, wait a minute. We ain't doing that. So, I want to say shout out to everybody that's out here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Shout out to everybody that's out here in the land. Dream Team, we back in motion, baby. We back in motion. I was going to go live yesterday, but, you know, something tragic has happened. And for y'all that know, y'all know what happened. For y'all that don't know, then guess what? I don't want to talk about it. But I want to say shout out to everybody that's here. Everybody that's here, shout out to all of y'all. True Diamond, what's going on? Shout out to everybody that's here. You know what I mean? True Diamond in the building. Y'all should know who that is. There's only one Diamond that we know that come through like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out. Don't forget to go over the Talks. Like, share, subscribe. But I want to say, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm giving y'all time to get in here. I'm going to talk a little bit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chris Terry. He got one of the bangers out there. My bro Chris Terry got this little twerking thing where the women be in a mirror and they get the twerking. but they get the twerking and all that. I'd be like, okay, Chris Terry, that's what you on now? You got the women twerking? Okay, you got them twerking. Shout out to Chris Terry for that. For y'all that don't know, y'all like, you played the Donald Trump thing in your thing. Listen, that's going to be the last thing I talk about because I know everybody don't want to talk about Donald Trump in politics. So I'm going to make that last because I want the people to hear what I got to say about the other events. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk about Big U. Yeah. They ain't going to talk about Big U. I'm going to talk about Hassan Campbell. Whew, he let it go. I'm going to talk about Wack 100. I'm going to give y'all my point of view. I'm going to talk about Angie Stone. I'm going to talk about Monique. I'm going to talk about Tyler Perry. I am going to talk about R. Kelly. I'm going to talk about him. Also, I'm going to talk about some things that just don't make sense. Y'all know I hate bullying. And I'm going to talk about some things that don't make sense with me. And the first thing people do is run and say, we being bullied. But what happens when them same people run and talk about people and try to bully other people? So before I go on that, Dominic West, what's going on? But before I jump on all that and before I say anything, I'm going to say this. Shout out to everybody that's here, that's watching, whether you dream team or not. I need y'all to do me one favor. I need y'all to violate. I need y'all to violate that like button. Go hit that like button, violate that joint. Then if you feel like it, subscribe. Then if you really feel like it, go ahead and share me out. But I really need y'all to violate that like button. Okay? So also, if you want to, contribute to the channel, there's a little box at the bottom of the chat button. It's called the Super Chat. Y'all go ahead and hit that. Nothing too great, nothing too small. Anything that y'all donate, Dana, appreciate it all. On top of that, I don't have a goal for my live today. But y'all just go ahead and make it rain for a brother. Hey, Tiffany, for the 10-piece. Thank you so much. What? Thank you so much, Tiffany. But what I got to talk about is going to really put the emphasis in the because what I've been thinking and what I've been feeling for a long time is now coming to pass. And I'm going to make some people mad about everything I got to say. Also, if you want to send something to Dana J, you see the bottom of the screen, $officialdanaJ. Also, subscribe to my Patreon, www.patreon.com/officialdanaJ, all caps. Go ahead and hit me up on X, Dana J the brand. And I thank you all for joining the Dream Team chat. Whether you want to be part of the Dream Team or not, I thank all of you. So with that being said, we're going to put Trump on a back burner. I'm going to specifically put him on a back burner because I got something to say to my Meta Facebook people about the Trump situation. So y'all sit back. Y'all going to be the last to even talk about anything. Because right now, up close and personal, I want to talk about the Angie Stone situation. And it's kind of weird that what we've been hearing since it happened was misleading in every which way. If you think I'm lying, the Caucasian lady, if you notice I didn't say white, the Caucasian lady that said that she was an eyewitness to what happened, her channel has disappeared and she has disappeared. Kind of freaky and spooky, ain't it? On top of that, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I got to toot my own horn for a second. You know what I mean? I don't like to toot my own horn, but I have to toot my horn for a second. Dana J was the first one to tell you that Monique was, let's say this, that she was assassinated after meeting with Clive Davis just 2 days before. Don't nobody want to admit it, but at the end of the day, we got to look at it for what it is. She went to go meet with Clive about her, as R. Kelly called it, residuals. And when she went to go meet with him, I don't know how the meeting went. I wasn't there. But we seen the after effects of the meeting. She's no longer here. With that being said, my question to everybody in the industry, why are y'all scared to mention Clive Davis' name? At the end of the day, and we don't got to sit back and we don't got to act like we scared. No. Why y'all scared to say Clive Davis' name? Angie told you the story. She wanted her money. But we are now at the funeral. And I'm just giving you a warm-up. But now we at the funeral. A special guest come to talk. He give you 8 minutes and 1 second. And this is what he says.
To the family, Bishop Bonner, thank you for having me here. Thank you for allowing us to do this, to put her to rest in fashion of the queen that she was. To the family, I want you to know something, especially her children. My mother died at 64, and Angie was a year younger than my mother was when she passed. But in her song, she said, in time, it gets a little better. So my prayer for you is that time is kind to you. Everybody who came up here talking about Angie, I didn't know her like a lot of other people knew her. My experiences with her would be me going to a show or talking to her. I remember one time we were, she was doing a show at the Civic Center, and I went to see the show, and she was telling me some things that were going on, and she's like, would you come on stage when I sang Brother? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm there, and she's singing the song, just singing her heart out and her soul. Got a text from video from Taraji P. Henson. She was saying, let me tell you a story about Angie. Then I started hearing all these stories about her. Taraji said she had just done Baby Boy, wasn't really super famous, and she heard that Angie was at a club, and she went to see her at the club, and Angie didn't perform, but she came out, and she was like, whoa, I'm so sorry, I came to see you. And she's like, that promoter ain't have my money, so we... I want to go down the street of those promoters and record labels and people not paying folks. But anyway, Taraji said she took her in the corner and she sung a song for her in that club. That's the heart of a person. That's the soul of a person who cared about her fans, who cared about getting paid. You know, I was being interviewed by...
Imagine if after the first day you purchased a home.
This woman once, and she was telling me, she's like, Tyler, I just want to tell you, I can always tell when they're going to go left, because the interview starts, all these questions, and then it's like, you know, the black women in your movies, do you portray them? It's such negativity, and they're always going through something, and they're always, and just a black woman. I asked her, I said, you ever been through something? She's like, my life is great. I have a great husband, my kids are great, everything's wonderful. I said, God bless you that you can live a perfect life. That's wonderful. Then I turned to her and I asked her, I said, how old are you? She said, 25. I said, baby, keep living. But I look at these young folks who are living these lives and they think that it's supposed to be the way that it is on Instagram, and they're forgetting about the people who have paved the way for them to be in that situation. They're forgetting about the women like Angie Stone, who's been in the business all of these years. You're gonna forget about what she did, all of the people that she put on and helped. So you gotta go through something to write a song like $20. Because in it she says, what you know about being poor. She don't say poor, she says poor. What you know about having to borrow from the neighbor next door. These are her words. What you know about bumming rides. What you know about having to swallow your pride. And this is the part of the song that got to me when she said, what do you do when you're through? When you're always helping people and nobody is there for you. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to feel. So I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years, and there's a difference between performing because you want to.
I'm going to tell you a story about humanity.
And performing because you have to. All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her, where is it?
All right.
It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap. But you got to be careful when you start mistreating people, especially children of God, because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And I'm going to tell you something. This woman was a prophet. She prophesied and preached her own eulogy. What am I talking about? In her song, No More Rain in This Cloud, she says, my sunshine has come. And I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in this cloud. And many of you may not know this, but I'm a pilot. And when you are a pilot, the first thing you study is the weather. And I learned about clouds, and what a cloud is particles, air and particles. And when the rain gets in that cloud and the particles gets too heavy, it becomes to rain. It drops to the ground. It falls. It is just like our souls. We hold so much in. We hold so much pain. We hold so much that it has to come out of our eyes as tears. But the beauty of what she was talking about is when a cloud has no more tears, it dissipates. It's gone. But if you listen to that song again, there's a part that I want you to really, really listen to. She said, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. The things you do come back to you. And then she said, y'all believe that? She was preaching, y'all. I can take you to the word where in Galatians it says, be not deceived. God is not mocked. That a man soweth, he shall also reap. This woman sowed good things to people. She sowed kindness to people. She sowed joy to people. She sowed love and her voice to people. So if you are like her and like me, who get tired of helping people and watch them dog you out, if you are like her and like me, I'm gonna tell you this, don't stop doing good. Don't stop being kind. Be not weary in your well-doing, for in due season, you will reap a harvest of blessings. God bless you, family. God bless you, Angie. My heart, my soul is with you. I'm so glad that there's no more rain in your cloud.
Tyler Perry, I'm so happy that you said that. That was a well-deserved and well said. But you also said something there that really resonated with me. Just like you are upset of how they did Angie Stone. I'm upset that you, Tyler Perry, stood behind the facts of lies from people that tried to take down R. Kelly. Now, wait a minute. You asking where Angie Stone money at? 50 million got her out of here. And for some people that think I might sound so detracted from sympathy, no, that's not what it is. But Rob is owed billions. And if you're tired of people doing people wrong, why didn't you stand up for R. Kelly, Tyler Perry? Uh-oh. 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 Why didn't you stand up for R. Kelly, Tyler Perry? If you really think that it was about the females, right? Watch this. Why are the so-called victims suing the government now? See, the thing about it is we ain't going to talk about the real thing and a thing. We're going to just talk about the thing. No, I'm going to talk about the thing and a thing. Tyler, you have made sure my lights was on many a days. I thank you for that. You treated me well at TPS, old TPS and new TPS. And I tell anybody, if you get booked over there, please stay until a Friday. You will have a seafood boil. But I got to put the truth out there. You standing for Angie Stone and you grandstanding, right? Because Angie Stone was owed 50 million and where's her money at? Well, shit, R. Kelly was owed something billion. Where's his money at? So he got to sit. Because they said, if I can lock up R. Kelly, I will destroy. This is what the elite said. If I lock up R. Kelly, I will destroy anything dealing with R. Kelly. He won't snitch on nobody. So we'll just make sure he just sit in the box and rotting away and people will forget about him. And then one day, this came out and sent everybody into a frenzy.
I just need to know. Tell me who. They just called Rick. I gotta go.
So when that came out, right? I gotta get this candy out my tooth. So when that came out, two things happened. And I told you I hate bullies. So I got to put it out there. Levi for Kelly posted a conversation, right, with Robert. Some people say it's AI, some people say it's not. But Levi posted a conversation with Robert talking about what was going on with the residuals. And then, after that conversation, he was attacked by a guy named Terry. And as I'm looking at the attack go down, I'm looking at who Terry is highlighting. I'm looking at who's in the chat. Now, I'm not connected to nobody anymore. So I don't have to wait and just say, oh, no, don't. Oh, Dana, you can't do that. Nah, hell no. So Terry is attacking Levi for what he say is the fake cousin. We all know Levi's story. Why must we resurrect the story? But what I seen was how he talked about Levi. He diminished Lily. I'm not. If you're going to talk about Levi and other people, Terry, why don't you call out Lily for lying and saying R. Kelly was home and creating that buzz on Lady D channel? First thing. Second thing is, if you're going to say that Levi ain't the cousin, but you put up Lily for the being a god sister, but Levi talking to Rob and you don't hear Lily talking to nobody, what the fuck is going on? This sector has gone to a shit show. And that's not what I created this sector for. So now time for the king to come and stir some shit back into the right plan. We got to put on the right ship. We got to put in the right place. If you're going to downgrade and talk about somebody, talk about the people that's in your chat that created a lot of the hellstorm in this sector. At the end of the day, you don't see Levi eating coochie and R. Kelly paperwork, but you hear the victims, aka accusers, saying that Lily ate their coochie. Whether she did it or not, it's said, and it's in black and white. Didn't y'all say, oh, you got to believe black and white and nothing else? We can't pick and choose what black and white we want to listen to now. I'm tired of the bullshit. We seen Lily do a milestone on this internet. And I'm not against Lily. But I'm going to put the truth out there. Y'all say that Levi was doing a lot of things. Oh, Levi hang with Larry. That's the same game y'all ran with me. But Terry, you came in through Jen and Lindsay, and you was trying to promote R. Kelly Not Supposed to Be song that's not even mixed or mastered. So then, when that falls out, now you want to be the ambassador for R. Kelly. What happened to the video that you was supposed to have been doing for Not Supposed to Be? Because you was this big producer. So you say. I called you out then. That was why me and you fell out at first. Then you watch a lot of DanaJay videos, and then you try to put a spin on my narratives that's going on. No. It's time for you to go back to Jen and Lindsay. I think Jen and Lindsay is calling you, Terry. Because at the end of the day, that's who you came in with. You was trying to promote Not Supposed to Be. For who? Some Brother Love, right? Y'all the ones that called. See, I'm about to put it out there. Y'all the ones that called Some Brother Love and said, I'm trying to destroy what y'all were trying to do for R. Kelly. Some Brother Love called a brother of mine to call me and ask me what's really going on. I have a question. Jen, why didn't you testify for R. Kelly the same way you testified against R. Kelly in 08? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. So I think I just answered a lot of people's questions because folks is like, why didn't Jen and Lindsay testify? Well, because Jen testified. No, I'm sorry. Lindsay testified that she was 1,000% for sure that that's R. Kelly on the videotapes. When Rob beat the state charges, he forgave her. See how this go? Y'all came out and told a whole bogus ass story on me that wasn't even true. Had people going around running with it and all that. But now when the truth come out, now it's, oh shit, Dana's back. Yeah. And this time, you don't have nothing to hold over my head. Oh no, I'm gonna go tell Rob that you said that. Tell him. I pay my own goddamn bills. While you at it, ask him how much I put on his books versus how much you put on his books. So while people trying to distract folks and trying to separate folks, no. If you're going to be for Rob, be for Rob. Say what you got to say that can help him. But don't tear nobody else down because you want to be number one. I'm going to tell y'all how this is going to play out. When Rob come home, he ain't going to talk to none of y'all. Let's keep it a buck. That man going to need to stay home and he going to have to refocus. But watch the play. After that, it came like clockwork. Too many people start talking about R. Kelly residuals, and Drea Lee pops out, oh, I can't wait to see you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After she seen her in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, people kept talking about the R. Kelly residual. Then they kept talking about hit Donald Trump. R. Kelly need to be pardoned. What happens after that? Uh-oh. Another snag. And I'm not going to go as hard as I could because Robert loves his kids. But with Buku being the slower of the three, I'm going to say this. Drea manipulated her to come public and say, my dad started sleeping with me when I was about 8 years old. And I was scared because I didn't know what he was doing. R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi. And then some idiot named Brooke Nelson said, I feel for her and I believe her. Pause. If you feel for her and you believe her, Why don't this add up to the little TV show that they had that you can now not find because they don't want you to do a cross reference? Pause. Why don't this story and that little TV that Drea co-produced add up with Surviving R. Kelly? Things that make you go, And then with that being said, if R. Kelly was such a monster, right? He wouldn't have gave a hell about his kids, but this is what he said, as you see, in 2019. This is before he got booked. So this is not a jail stunt, but this is what he did on his daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear daughter Joanne. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, baby. Daddy love you. I love you. No matter what, I love you so much. Mwah. Bye. Happy birthday.
Now, what I just did was destroy two things at one time. All the people that said the residuals was an AI, you just heard the ad-libs when he do stuff live and spontaneous. So with that being said, compare when he do things live versus when AI do things. I'm just saying. You can't play those type games. AI slips off pitch a little bit. Robert never slips off pitch. Even when he playing and joking, he can never have a bad pitch. So I said that to say this. Watch what people give you. Because they feeding you stories for a reason. That story by Joanne, that was to catch steam so her daddy can't get out of jail. I told y'all before, R. Kelly is worth more locked up than he is home. If you really want to be technical, I'm going to say it again. Do not kill R. Kelly in jail. Because he's technically worth more gone, unalive, than he is alive. So now that the residual remix came out, right? R. Kelly stuff going to surge now. Because everybody want R. Kelly songs. Pause. But when he was going through his storm, and the height of the storm, where was all of y'all at saying, I want R. Kelly songs? I'm only asking questions that I should have been asking back then. But since people want to reignite stuff, let's reignite it. R. Kelly is not a puppet. He's not part of the puppet. Let's dispel this. He don't have to tell on Jay-Z and P. Diddy to get out of jail. If he ain't saying nothing all this time, what make you think he's going to tell now? At the end of the day, y'all know I like to roll in the mud with any and everybody. But if I'm not doing it no more, why are you still doing it? You still got people stalking people. You can't stalk nobody when you called somebody 67 times in 2 minutes. I didn't believe it until I saw it for myself. Now, my question is this. Drea pumped up Buku mind to think that she was the next Aaliyah. My next question is, for a woman that lied on your father, why would you follow her on social media? Because you're not just following her on Instagram, you're following her on TikTok and on Fanbase. See, I'm where you think I'm not. Even if you block me, I'm still there. You just will never know it's me. That's how I know so much. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm still collecting data. That's why they call me what? I'm the truth teller. So now that we got this out the way, and we see the whole setup and all this of R. Kelly, I got a question to ask. If they can unalive Angie Stone and make certain people come out and talk and ask questions, what makes you think they couldn't run a smear campaign on R. Kelly just to lock him up and take what? His residuals. Now I'm going to give you the shocking truth. They will not let a nigga be the face of no music industry that they created. I'm going to say it again. They will not let a nigga, because that's what they look at, us melanated folks, they will not let a nigga be the face of no music industry that they created. And that's the real story. So whether I get to kill you, I gotta lock you up, I gotta maim you, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep you away from what can make you stronger than us. Now, can you imagine R. Kelly running Sony? Can you just imagine R. Kelly running Atlantic? Can you imagine? Not to throw shots at my boy and not to put him down, but Jeezy was running Atlantic before R. Kelly. But hold on. Before there was Atlantic popping, before there was a Sony popping, there was called the Black Round. Hold on. And the roster that was on Black Round destroys any label roster there is. Let's go down the label. Tank, Tweet, Lil Mo, Timbaland, Magoo, Missy Elliott, Jodeci, Genuine, Player. That's 9 right there. And you had R. Kelly as the head. I'm going to ask this question. Who's going to stop that? Who's going to stop that type of roster? So Barry Hankerson said, oh, R. Kelly can't read and write. I'll take this from him because he built the empire. Everybody wanted to be there. And then later comes Aaliyah. Aaliyah got taken from Black Round and signs with RCA first. Then from there, it goes on to her next label. So R. Kelly had everything. R. Kelly had everything. Lil Mo was doing background vocals and giving vocal lessons to all of the ladies and some of the guys. I see Malik saying none of them are relative or I guess he said, well, let me see what he said. He said, none of them are relative now. I beg to differ, because you were still popping a Lil Mo song and still jam. You were still popping a Genuine song and still jam. You were still popping a Jodeci track and still jam. You were still popping a Timbaland and Magoo old school and still jam. You were still popping a Missy Elliott joint and still jam. You would still make a baby off a R. Kelly track and still jam. Come on, don't play with me. We ain't doing this. So when I hear people that say, I fight for R. Kelly, let's write this person, let's write that person. And I have to say this, because Sharon Wimbush made me really look at this like a crazy situation. Because Sharon Wimbush said they will not pardon R. Kelly because R. Kelly's daughter came out and said X, Y, and Z. Not true, Sharon Wimbush. But then when I heard you say you will call Barry Hankerson and tell him, listen, my direct tone to Barry Hankerson, and Joe Mo know how I feel, but fuck Barry Hankerson and anybody that talks to him. And that's on God. Now watch this. Rob don't like even talking about Barry Hankerson. He don't even want nobody talking about Barry. But how can you say you rocking for Rob, but then turn around and want to call Barry Hankerson because people are saying that Rob needs a pardon? I'm lost. That took me for a backseat. That hurt me for a minute. And I see Queen B say Sharon Wimbush is right about this part. No, she's not. Because it all depends on who you know. It all depends on who hand can wash the other hand. It all depends on your connections with who and what. I don't know who OQ Pyru is, Judah. I don't talk about that lifestyle anymore. That's beneath me. I'm a grown man now. And Gemini Don says Sharon was breaking down how a pardon works and how they look at everything. And that's true. But what she didn't put in there is who you know. And the way she made it seem real drastic. Whether she meant it that way or not, but it seemed like it was real drastic. Now watch somebody gonna say, oh, Dana, you're attacking Sharon Wimbush. No, I'm not. Because there's two type of pardons now. So Jim 353, I don't want to talk and go in that run. I don't want to go on that road. But it's two type of pardons. I'm gonna say that. Okay, Queen B. Cool. Thank you. So I just don't understand certain things. You know what I mean? I just don't understand certain people. I hate Barry Hankerson. That's me. You know what I mean? I hate that guy. So I'm going to say this to the life of me. For folks that want to try to stir the pot, me and Sharon Wimbush ain't beefing at all. I just think everybody is frustrated. I just think everybody is frustrated. Because we watched Rob get sentenced due to lack of competent counsel. I'll say this much. Give me Doug Anton. Give me Doug Anton. Give me Jennifer Bonjean. And give me Steve Adams. Let's roll. Through Chicago and New York. Y'all done forgot Minnesota coming up. So without me saying too much, that should be a closed door for R. Kelly. Especially when people are saying they're not a victim. See, it's so much I can share because while I was away, I was working. So when you hear idiots talk about, oh yeah, he said he was working on the R. Kelly case and nothing ain't happened. Keep talking. I don't got to prove nothing to you. And I mean that. So accident R. Kelly, I just don't understand. Big U was called a fugitive by the government. Uh-oh. Big U was called a fugitive by the government. Now, Big U is a rolling Crip, rolling 60 Crip. Excuse me. And Crips and Bloods, originally, they ain't supposed to be getting along, are they? But without me saying a lot, because Hassan Campbell going to say a lot, my question is, informants are running wild. And I'm going to start that off with a Big U. Big U got something to say. Check it out before he turned himself in.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in.
Shout out to Say That
See
TV.
what's going on? They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600. And this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet. All y'all who be promoting and listening to what they're saying. All y'all giving these likes and hidden likes. All y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the they want to, and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though, because I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate.
Hey, Mama Mary, and yes it is.
That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up, all of it until they lock me up. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know how to with Cannon. Everybody know how to with Brick Baby. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have that call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and Wack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option?
You got it.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. This shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeated thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. All right, man, just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police? And y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows, and 100 shows, and all them shows, and y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. And y'all show ain't for our people. They can put charges against anybody. I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option as a front. Developing Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made from as an employee for Developing Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't give none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around talking about I was using developing option as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's gonna be true. None of that's gonna be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they gonna arrest 21 dudes, some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you gonna lump me in with all them? But it's all the big picture though. It's all the big picture. Now I'm gonna be sitting in here, it's gonna be years out of my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they gonna say? You ruining people's lives. I heard it's up with 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is.
I don't know.
Just pray for me. Just pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family. Talk to my sons. I talk to everybody, man. I'm just saying, going to deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire.
Yeah, exactly.
This shit is all bull crap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to... I don't even know what to say. Now, 21 years, I elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me, I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate the people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
First Street, it might be to, I don't know if it's to the right or the left.
Reach out to anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my own family. Appreciate y'all. Go.
My e-farm just made several $100s while I was...
Wow. So that was Big U, the leader of the Rolling 60 Crips, right? So we all know that after Big U was going to say, we say Wack 100 was going to respond. Well, here's the response from Wack 100.
Number of arrests, I think roughly 10 this morning, and then there are other individuals who were in state custody that were are being transferred into federal custody. But approximately 10 arrests were made this morning.
But everybody's so caught up on hating on Wack, they don't open their ears up.
Been on this shit for 2 years now. 3 years now, Wack.
Hold on. I was asking if there's a list of the 10 people because there's reports that
I sent
Brick
it to
Baby and
Brick Baby gone. They got Brick Baby.
Okay.
Click like. Before we get to Wack 100 breaking down the arrest of Big U, Brick Baby, and others, let's first see what happened.
Right now at 11, a big announcement from federal authorities about the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips gang in South LA. Detectives have arrested multiple people, and this morning they're still looking for others. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. Let's get right to it. We have live team coverage of this breaking news. NBC4's Michelle Vyas is in Westwood with more on the arrest. But let's get started with Alex Rozier. He was at that press conference and joins us live from downtown LA. Alex.
Yeah, they talked a lot about a number of people in this press conference, but the main focus was on a man named Eugene Henley. The feds say he committed a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and the murder of a rapper in 2021. But this same man, Eugene Henley, is known throughout the Los Angeles community. He's been involved with work, including youth charities, and the feds say he did it all to further his own criminal enterprise.
He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur, running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar.
Eugene Henley, now considered a wanted fugitive. In the past, he's produced TV series. He has nearly 300,000 followers on Instagram, and he ran this charity. The feds say the charity received donations from celebrities, even government agencies, for what was described as charitable work. But the feds say he was still very involved in a much larger crime ring, and it wasn't just Henley that they're looking for. They've already made several arrests in connection with his alleged crimes. 4 people named in the criminal complaint are already in custody. The details of the alleged crimes were just released in dozens of pages of court documents that we are about to go through here. But the big headline right now is that Eugene Henley, a longtime self-proclaimed community activist, is now a fugitive. The FBI, among other agencies, looking for him and several other people involved in a much wider-ranging crime ring. We'll have details much later today on the NBC4 News beginning at 3 o'clock. But for now, reporting live, I'm Alex Rozier, NBC4 News.
Alex, thank you very much for that update. We're looking forward to it. All right, so let's go to NBC4's Michelle Vyas. She's live at the federal building in Westwood, where the defendants will be processed. Michelle.
That's right. Annabelle, good morning. Right behind me, we have FBI agents and members of the Department of Justice here. This is where some of the members, the gang members from the Crips, were brought to be processed. We just saw likely one of them being driven away, who will likely be in court this afternoon. This is a big day. This is where they're processed. Many of them still need to be processed to face those federal charges. A big day, but big agents need the big get, a.k.a. Big U, Eugene Henley, now a fugitive. They think he's somewhere in Southern California, a self-proclaimed philanthropist and ringleader of the Rolling 60s Crip gang. Here's more on the arrest from special agent in charge.
4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours. And while we're still seeking the whereabouts of 5 individuals, 3 of whom we believe we will have in custody shortly, 2 defendants are considered fugitives. They are Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, and Brian Mejia.
Want zero transfer fees and great rates to Jamaica? Send your first online money transfer with
Big U, the Crip leader turned gang interventionist who ran mafia-like enterprises, according to the feds. Developing Options was his nonprofit charity that was touted as helping gang members get out of the gang life. As we look live here, again, this is the federal building. You see the tents, you see the agents. This is where some of those defendants, innocent until proven guilty, were brought here for processing. Some still need to be processed and make their way to court. Big U looking at extensive federal charges, including the murder of an aspiring rap musician, extortion, robbery, tax fraud, and human trafficking. Anyone who knows the whereabouts of Brian Mejia or Big U, Eugene Henley Jr., is asked to call the FBI. In Westwood, Michelle Vyas, NBC4 News.
Michelle, thank you very much for that. And this is a story we'll be following throughout the day on air and online right now on our NBC LA website.
Stop saying that part.
They ain't got him. I think they only got like 10 people. But on the thing, they showing 17 of them in custody, but only 10 of them in custody.
Okay.
They ain't got him. I know about this Vay. Vay ain't like that. But see, you know what? Vay was working. He one of the grid workers. So that's probably what's going on with that. Him. The boy Bear Claw, that's the name I wouldn't say that was signed on the same contract Big U was on. So they got Hop up top. That's a few. They got a few ladies. I'm trying to see her face.
Hey, Wack, can I ask a question?
My name is Tiffany.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I don't know the ladies.
So that grid.
So hold on. Watch this. Check this out. Wack, how do you know all that? And this is the real Blueface right here. This is the real Blueface. But Wack, how do you know that? Let's go.
Program shit, that shit was a front.
Listen, listen to me. You didn't hear him telling you what type of organization that was? Y'all didn't hear what they said?
He said that shit was,
You getting motherfucking goddamn the money from LA County.
Yep.
Front like you playing gang intervention. And while you playing gang intervention, you turning niggas in.
Wow.
But yet you using the money, you gang banging. Them niggas got sex trafficking.
human trafficking. They got
Every law there is.
Now this is the reason why when niggas was saying, Wack, you on bullshit, you trying to dirty nigga name. I said, I ain't trying to dirty nigga nothing up, nigga. Y'all hearing what the people said. Well, why they ain't arresting him? I said, bro, they probably playing for a bigger play. Nigga, as you see, you don't remove the main piece off the board if that's the magnet. He's the motherfucker guiding them to everybody. So why would you remove him off the board? You keep him right there. Listen. Ain't nobody gonna answer his phone call. He ain't gonna be able to call for no assistance. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. It's too much. You too hot. Damn, they got the trap kitchen bitch on there too. But they told me she was working.
Huh?
Wait a minute. How do you know this, Wack? You gotta be in the inside or there with them. How do you know what? Let me shut up. Let's finish.
Armani, that's the trap kitchen.
The bitch
Wait, no, that's her money.
Yeah, it's the trap kitchen. But I told her 8 months ago, I said, I heard you called up. What? I said, they say you working. She cussed me out on the phone.
Time out. Judah just said Jay Prince need to watch his back. I don't know if you see the headlines, but they said Jay Prince got unalived the other day. So I don't know how much Jay Prince gonna watch, if that's true.
I swear to God she did. I had the homies call, the ones that used to come to Sleepless.
Yeah.
I called him and warned him.
Damn, not our money.
And
That's
he
the
called
homegirl.
If you call the homie that used to be in our room, he gonna say, Wack called us and warned us. I said, bro, somebody tell me she working. Y'all better watch her.
Damn.
But see, this is bad work because our money gonna tell.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a fact.
Nigga, what?
She got a son.
I'm gonna tell you right now, listen, the ones I know for sure. Vay, I've been knowing Vay 30 years. Vay is not a gang member. His family just from over there. He ain't never been in jail in his life. Vay ain't going for it. Armani ain't going for it. Them two alone. Vay used to be with Big U every day. Mama, that's the one I told you I caught him boiling crab. Because Vay was with him in that parking lot that night. Them two for sure.
Queen B.
Hop ain't gonna talk. He's solid, but he ain't never did no time, but he ain't gonna do no talking.
Is Floss on that?
Nah, Brick Baby on there. Nah, Floss is already. Floss one of the 8 cooperants. There's 8 cooperants on the body out here in Vegas. 4 of them from 6-0.
I wish I'd have known that for that nigga was calling me.
Floss been a rat. Floss first told 2008 on the homie from yard. We got all that work. Homie from schoolyard come through, bust on 3 of them.
You gonna have to send me that.
So Wack, check this out though, Wack.
There's who talking?
Big T, Minnesota.
Yeah, but see, Minnesota got a problem too, because Big U been working on them. He hit Jersey. Jersey, Minnesota, and the Carolinas was his targets. That's why they didn't pull him in back in 2021 on the body. He was already working. So it's some shit going on up there. I'm
gonna have to call your phone later.
If it ain't already went on.
Hey, Wack.
But if Floss is calling you, you tell Floss, Wack told me to tell you about the nigga from schoolyard, him and 2 other niggas told on. I got to work.
I got you. Yeah,
he told. He told. Huh?
I got you.
Huh? What he said, watching who's?
They've been watching all of the podcasts.
Oh, I told you when he went on Willie D shit. When he went on Willie D shit and did the dumb shit. They mad about the Nipsey shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
This nigga just went and told everything he knew. And the way he told it, he coded it in a way that you wouldn't understand. But wait, our last video. Hassan Campbell, tell it all. Lord have mercy, I'm glad I ain't tied up in this shit. Check this out.
That first video, I know my emotions is like, justice for Nip. So you telling me I was wrong? They wasn't talking about Nipsey's body? There was another dead rapper's body?
It took place in just the past 24 hours, and the charges range from racketeering to murder.
Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes is live in downtown LA. Joins us now with some of the details. Rob.
Yeah, it sounds like the Crips have been crimped. The FBI announcing that they made a sweeping bust of the Rolling 60s Crips gang, but are still looking for its longtime leader. Now, here's some Air 7 video from earlier this morning showing some of the alleged gang members being processed in tents at the FBI's Los Angeles office. Search warrants executed.
But wait, that dude looked like Wack. That looked like Wack in all black. Hold on, wait. Wack's supposed to be a Pyru, but that looked like Wack. Right here.
Processed in tents at the FBI's Los Angeles office. Search warrants executed at 6 different locations today. Hundreds of agents and officers arresting 10 people. And all 19 have been indicted. 4 were already in custody, so at least 5 more arrests are expected. But the search is on for the man they say has been heading up the local Crips gang for decades. Eugene Henley Jr. Investigators say he's been painting himself as an entertainment executive who's been giving back to the community with various charities. But they say in reality, he's a violent criminal, the leader of the Crips, with a long list of crimes on his resume.
Thanks, Lex.
The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway.
Now here's one more look at Henley. Again, he's on the loose. If you know where he is, you are urged to call the FBI. Now, prosecutors say right now Henley is charged with racketeering conspiracy, which carries a 20-year prison sentence, but then other charges may follow. Reporting live in downtown LA, Rob Hayes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Watch this, y'all.
I'm a little bit confused.
This nasty work.
What took them so long to lock him up?
Uh-oh.
Rose sparks are built differently than Viagra.
Uh-oh.
Sparks are designed to dissolve under...
Here it come. Here come nasty work.
It's safe to say it ain't safe outside. That's why I stay in my house. But it's crazy because it's a lot of whispering going on. It's a lot of whispering going on. And it's weird how one name is coming up. Everybody want to know about
Big U. The extortion era is over. Or possibly. At least from the Rolling 60 sides for now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Shh. Brick Baby gone. Loose Cannon gone. They looking for Big U. Isn't it strange to y'all that Wack 100 is quiet right now? How many of y'all are like me thinking Wack snitched on these niggas and sent these dudes to jail? Any of y'all? I definitely think so. We'll find out soon. Wack is too quiet. Choke no joke. I'll be back.
Now, how many of y'all believe that Wack 100 snitched on them and sent them to jail? Let's go. Let's continue.
See, you know what's crazy, right? How Wack plays the role of deep cover. I told y'all, you know, it's crazy. I don't think y'all sit back and y'all analyze. Let's take it back to when Wack 100 came on my platform right? When I had the Jersey dude on my platform, right? When I had him on my platform and I was trying to show him love and we was doing a StreamYard and Wack 100 snuck up on my platform. And I told son, I said, yo, I don't want to deal with these niggas. They snakes. Niggas tried to line me up in the past. Why would I ever deal with Wack again? Remember that? Remember when Wack 100 went to Castle Hill? How he gets close to certain personalities? Like Hocus 4/5. I'm from Castle Hill. I'm from Soundview. He see dudes that's sort of on a Martin Luther King, Malcolm X shit like me. Like Hocus 4/5. And he gets close to them. And the next thing you know, he tries to sabotage us all over the internet. Why would a nigga with so much money, with so much clout, that's a powerhouse in the music industry, all over the news, the extortion ring was taken down. But Wack 100, wasn't you extorting the Kardashians and Kanye West?
Uh-oh.
Wasn't you extorting Oscar De La Hoya?
Uh-oh.
Remember, you said I got the tapes. You got them for over $800,000.
Uh-oh.
You the one that had the pictures with him with drugged up with the fishnet outfit on.
Uh-oh.
Things that make you go and see Lex shit like me, like Hocus 4/5, and he gets close to them, and the next thing you know, he tries to sabotage us all over the internet. Why would a nigga with so much money, with so much clout, that's a powerhouse in the music industry?
Did you know you could be owed a major cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year, even if you were...
All over the news, the extortion ring was taken down. But Wack 100, wasn't you extorting the Kardashians and Kanye West? Wasn't you extorting Oscar De La Hoya? Remember, you said I got the tapes. You got them for over $800,000. You the one that had the pictures with him with drugged up with the fishnet outfit on. Things that make you go and see Loose Cannon. That's my dude right there, right? Loose is my dude. We talk all the time, but I ain't trust none of these niggas. But it's crazy how Wack 100 gets close to Loose Cannon, and then y'all have these conversations with them on these platforms, and you trick this nigga into conversations that led to the police locking him up.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah, and
you like
just talking on regular, so it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know how true it is.
You don't know who to trust.
I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had they had a fight like a week before that. When they had a fight, you know, Shitty ain't known for fighting.
Yeah, not at all.
He known for doing the other things. So at the end of the day, it's like Nipsey beat him up. Nipsey is what's like 6'4", 6'5". Shitty is like 5'5", 5'6". You know what I'm saying? Like frails. Like he get high.
So it was already some friction.
Yeah, it was already friction.
You see.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
see how he leading the witness on? Do you see how Wack 100 is leading a gang member on into snitching on the internet? Both of them are gang. Gang. Paru cuz. Right? And you coercing him into snitching on the internet. Something just ain't right. Oh, it's so much footage. We gonna make love with this. And you know, Loose Cannon, he seemed like he that dude, but he ain't that bright. But he started to wake up before he got locked up. They won't let me out, no.
Look, 600. Buttercup. Wack. I guarantee you, y'all won't pull up, drop your lows, none of that, bro. Y'all know who y'all playing with. I just told both of y'all, let's get cracking. 600, nobody is pulling up for you. I don't even know why I ain't even using your name. You dead in the water, bro. At the end of the day, it's like, keep that energy when I see you, because when I pop up, I guarantee you, y'all ain't gonna tell me to pull up at No Jumper on Thursday. Nigga, because you know, out of anybody, I'm pulling up. And let's see how many people you have. Facts. Let's get to it.
Dirty.
So hold up. The question is,
it's dirty.
Where did Wack 100 and Loose Cannon? They was rolling tight. Huh?
This is dirty work.
CMB.
Ooh.
CMB. We all we got.
Am I
my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Huh? What happened to that? Loose Cannon, you waited too long to play the role of Nino Brown. You know you were supposed to. You supposed to turn this TV off, my nigga. You were supposed to turn this TV off.
Wow.
But you didn't. Now you sitting in jail.
So my observation of this is Wack got a hold that the feds was about to come. So he went and snitched first on everybody. And then when he found out that Los was going to get him, he made sure he put everybody in there and lined everybody up. So that way all his competition can be off the board. This is dirty work. Let's finish.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the murder rate's really gone down in LA?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the murder rate down a whole lot right now.
Why do you think that is?
I think that it was like 33 murders.
Why do you think that is?
Wow.
Free the game, you know what I mean? Free the scores. Most of the scores in jail, you know, we up the murder rate. Nah, they be not even popping like that because they still fight their cases and shit. But nah, most of the sliders are in jail, and then
you niggas was throwing rocks at the penitentiary. Y'all was throwing rocks at the penitentiary, and it's crazy because shout out to Adam 22, but a lot of things were said on Adam 22's platform that put the nail in these niggas' coffin. In Wack 100, you played a hell of a role in helping these niggas put the nail in their coffin. Wow. See, the thing about it is that Charleston White tells you who he is. He wants y'all to go to jail. I want y'all niggas to go to jail. I didn't want Loose to go to jail. Don't get me wrong. But Big U, I wanted Big U to go to jail. Yes. Here it is. We sit up there thinking that finally they about to shed some light on Nipsey's case and put the cuffs on Big U. And all along they talking about another dude, another dead rapper dumped off in the highway. And the crazy part about it is, word on the streets is that Big U played the part, a big part in the death of Pop Smoke.
No!
I have to say allegedly.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. I know. No, hold on.
Big part in the death of Pop Smoke. I have to say allegedly. But if this dude is the one that's sending all the missiles to all the rappers, and he was the head of the extortion ring that Wack 100 played a part of, see, well, y'all got to listen and read in between the lines. Big U tried to use Wack 100 to take the estate from Nipsey Hussle.
Wow.
Which means they was in cahoots with each other. But y'all stay tuned. Yo. Shout out to all of y'all that be sending me the little clips. But if this dude is the one that's sending all the missiles to all the rappers, and he was the head of the extortion ring that Wack 100 played a part of, see, well, y'all got to listen and read in between the lines. Big U tried to use Wack 100 to take the estate from Nipsey Hussle. Which means they was in cahoots with each other. But y'all stay tuned. Yo. Shout out to all of y'all that be sending me the little clips in my DM. I need more. Send me more clips so we can do more videos. Send me more clips. Poppy from BX River.
So I have a question. I have a question. If Big U was running an extortion ring and Wack 100 was a part of it, and if Big U sent Wack 100 to try to get Nipsey's estate, do you think Big U sent Wack to deal with Levi to try to get R. Kelly's music? I'm going to say it again. If Big U is part of an extortion ring, and if Big U sent Wack 100 to try to get Nipsey Hussle's estate from his daughter and everybody else, do you think that Big U gave Wack 100 the green light to talk to Levi and them to get R. Kelly's music and everything else he could get from Rob? And without me saying what I know, I got to now sit back and analyze all of this. Because I know who put Levi in touch with Wack. And I was always told to follow the money. This is dirty work. This is dirty work. One thing I tell you is this: I'll never let nobody I love, I'm cool with, I ride with, ever get stabbed in the back. And I will never let their neck get cut. So remember this live. It's going to be explosion soon. And if I have to get my hands dirty, I will. I'm not getting into that rolling 60 Crip stuff, that Pyro stuff. I'm not getting into that. But I hate to hear that one of my boys is gone. And it's a possibility that people are involved. As I'm going live, I got some bad news. Some news that I didn't even want to hear. Because I'm cool with folks on both sides now. I got word that Yellow Beezy has been locked up for the murder of Mo 3. How is this possible when everybody was friends? This is questions that I have. Everybody was friends. How do a fade turn into a murder? See, everybody that's just jumping into it. Oh yeah, the Mo 3, that just happened. No, everybody was friends. Nobody can be trusted. This is dirty work. And I'm not talking about just a friend that you call on the phone. Y'all done knocked down females together. Y'all ate together. Y'all slept in cars together. To now you got one with no bond, about to be done for the rest of his life. You got one. It's gone. This is bullcrap. This is crazy. And if I had anything, and if I had to ask Yellow Beezy one question, I would say, the dude that got locked up for the shooter, you didn't think he was going to tell? If it's true that Big U set up Nip, you didn't think Eric Holden was going, I mean, whatever his name is, Eric Holden was going to tell? After he learned that after he killed, unalived Nip, his whole family got unalived? Come on. But what make this so eerie is a video that came out today that nobody, or should I say that haven't nobody seen in a long while. And the video that came out today is so illing and so detailing that it's scary. It's scary. It is scary. And what people don't understand is, yo, how much more deeper do this gotta go? How many more people do we gotta lose for this gotta go? That's what folks don't understand. Now I got the video. The video is so crazy that Charleston White couldn't even talk about it. Dewberry had to put it up again. Y'all think I'm joking? Watch this. This is chilling. And this is years before this happened. Watch this.
I don't have a lot to say because I want y'all to see this video. I want y'all to see this video. The video was taken a long time ago, but I want y'all to see this video. Remember, everybody was talking about, oh man, he just talking. He don't know nothing. This video, it's kind of.
I'm gonna say this. Willie said that Trap Boy's on the run. Trap Boy locked up, bro. So he ain't going nowhere. If they gonna get him, they gonna transfer him. Trap Boy locked up right now.
Oh, now look at what happened. Say what you want to say, but I ain't gonna say too much. I just want y'all to check out the video. All right. Say, man, what's in the dark gonna come to the light. What's in the dark gonna come to the light.
Wow.
You can't keep playing a certain way for so long and don't think that it ain't gonna come to the light. Listen to what I'm telling y'all.
Pay attention,
What's
y'all.
in the dark comes to the light. But when it comes to the light, please just respect the game. You get what I'm saying, right? Don't let it go of your little old brain. Now I want y'all to sit back. And I want no. I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. I know a lot of people sitting around, oh man, but it ain't no but. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to be mad at.
That's true.
Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to get mad at.
That's true.
But it seems like y'all don't get mad at the people that's y'all supposed to be mad at.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Dirty work. Man, I'm about to
y'all
stop that.
I understand, man. It's okay. Check this out, Danny.
Yeah.
Just check this out.
Watch this, y'all. Dirty work. Here you go.
Sissy. And this woman made me say, F neighborhood 60 Nip. They told me, cuz Nip ain't bigger than the set. Nah, they told me that, homie. Them got mad. Them got mad, homie, when Black Sam them closed down the Marathon store. Them when Nipsey Hussle family, after he died, when Irma's mother and Irma's brother went back to South Central to try to get the baby that was in the hood, them niggas went to call the Nip family. Man, that's some whole ass shit Black Sam them do. They trying to take the baby. They wanted to exploit Nip family. That's why Nipsey Hussle's family, Black Sam them, that's why they closed everything there. They wanted to exploit them people. So when the city of LA, when LA County, they wanted to change Slauson Street into Nipsey Hussle Street. The Rolling 60s, all the Rolling 60s got mad and said, nah, because you got the Slauson boys, right? How you gonna change Slauson Street? That's what made the set, cuz. Nah, we ain't changing. So they was really jealous of Nipsey Hussle, homie. All the big homies in the set was jealous of Nip because all the young niggas love Nip. So Nip had got bigger than the set, cuz. Nip had connected. Nip had got bigger than the set, cuz. Nip ain't big. Ain't nobody bigger than the set, cuz. Remember, nobody's bigger than the program. Nip got bigger than the program, so Nip got clipped because Nip became bigger than the program. So let me keep telling y'all the story. I'm fucking with them niggas. I'm fucking with Nip now, dog. How you think I went to the funeral? So when Nip died, them niggas like, cuz them niggas were planning on sending the marathon shirts down here to me and everything. So them niggas said, so you see in the video, cuz we coming to Texas, woo, woo, woo. When them niggas got clipped from the clothing store, them niggas thought they were gonna be able to run the clothing store. So when they got clipped, Nip ain't bigger than the set, cuz. So when them niggas told me that, nigga, what? I pulled back from them niggas. I was sending them niggas money. Y'all was fucking with them niggas real tough. Say, tell Melvin Farmer, I still got that receipt. I still got that receipt, Melvin. You remember that package I sent to the bookstore over there in South Central?
Oh, no.
I still got that receipt to show proof I sent you a package.
Oh, no.
That package I sent you, nigga, get you put in prison forever.
Oh, no.
Melvin Farmer, you remember that package I sent you? That 8 tray backwards? You remember that 8 tray? That 8 tray I sent you backwards? Because it's hard for y'all to get them up there. You remember that, Melvin?
Oh, no.
I'm sure your parole officer knows you still can get your hands on some guns. Oh, Melvin Farmer. Melvin Farmer. I got a secret. Remember though, hey, Melvin, remember you came down here and got snuck in a snowstorm and you couldn't eat? Who fed you and bought your cigarettes, Melvin? Don't forget that, boy. Don't forget the hand that fed you, Melvin. Don't you forget that. But back to the rolling 60s. So I'm fucking with them niggas, homie. I'm at the main house where the 60s got started at. And them niggas didn't like Nip, cuz. See what happened, man. Nip pull up on the set, right? The big homie standing out there with the niggas standing, all the niggas around Big U, all the niggas woo, 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 all the young niggas. Soon as Nip pull up, goddamn me, and that motherfucking me Jaguar, that platinum Jag, and he jump out, he got the chains on. All of the rest of the set broke. The rest of the set looked like bombs. Here come Nip getting out. Woo. Nip got the Hollywood bitch, Lauren London on his side. What happened? Big U right here talking.
Producers, you don't need a fancy setup like this. What you need is proven timeless melodies, chord progressions, and samples that have been proven to work in hit songs. We went and analyzed the hits of the last 7 decades and used it.
Oh, there go Nip, cuz. They leave the big homies and run over there to Nip. What you think the big homies doing? Oh, cuz, man, fuck that nigga. The big homies got jealous. So now Nip saying, I don't want to pay that $20,000 to Big U no more. Well, give me the equipment then, nigga. You don't want to pay no more? They say they fell out over the equipment, but that wasn't about no equipment. Them white folks started pulling Earmus away. Earmus started going to the Lakers game, hanging out with them white folks, meeting them Jewish people down on the court side. The set wasn't with Nip when he met that white boy from Vector at the Lakers game. The set not going. Now, Black Sam got the mind. Black Sam ain't down with the set. So the set never liked Black Sam. They trying to pull Nip away from Black Sam. Black Sam trying to pull Nip away from the game. Because Black Sam got the business mind. The set need Nip, because Nip got the money to buy them niggas guns. Nip got the money. So the set trying to pull him away, and the people trying to pull him away from the set. So the set say, nigga, we'll kill him for y'all have him.
Yeah, Queen B.
So Big U go get the equipment. Yeah, nigga, give me the equipment. Hit his dad in the head with a bat. Boom! Oh, god damn, hit the old man. Black Sam come out the house. Boom, boom, shoot the pistol in the air. This is documented reports. Then Nip come up dead. Prior to Earmus' death, he had a meeting scheduled with the LAPD for gang intervention and gang prevention programs. The set didn't want that to happen. Nip was getting bigger than the set. The set couldn't control Nip no more. He was getting too big. They kept trying to pull him back to the set. The Jewish white boy and Black Sam was trying to pull him over here to the business development of the community. But the set got Nip off in the set. Say, man, that nigga there, woo, woo, woo.
Ho! Are y'all hearing what he's saying? Charleston White, you ain't slick. I caught that.
Sam was trying to pull him over here to the business development of the community.
What is Big U stable name? Born in Development, right? So what Charleston White is saying is that in order for Born in Development to be Born in Development and to be higher, they had to get rid of Nip because Nip became bigger than the gang.
Jewish white boy and Black Sam was trying to pull him over here to the business development of the community. But the set got Nip off in the set. Say, man, that nigga there, woo, woo, woo. Nip wasn't supposed to say nothing to that nigga, but that nigga was sent to kill Nip. Because Nip did not longer want to pay that $20,000 protection fee. You see what happened to Quavo Rondo. Everybody got to pay their set, my nigga. Wack 100 got to do it, Suge Knight had to do it, YG got to do it, Kendrick Lamar got to do it. If you from them niggas set, you got to pay. And you got to pay them before you pay you, or else you'll die. And that's what happened to Nipsey Hussle. So
this is Mr. Heman Perry, walking away from the store that turned him away for...
Now that y'all done checked out that video.
Wow. So Dewberry drops a bombshell like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really, I can just end this right here on that. I'm pissed because a lot comes out when jealousy gets in the way and stuff that you don't even want to know comes out. This is crazy. Stuff that you don't even think you need to know comes out. So I said all that to say, one, y'all go ahead and give Angie Stone kids her money. Or should I say her wealth? Because there is no money in the United States of America. Two, you go ahead and give R. Kelly his residuals and what he's owed and let that man free. Three, whatever's going to happen with Big U and all of them, let it take its course. Four, if Wack and Charleston are snitching, which from what it seems like, the feds got them videos from both of them, and both of them had to give an account, they're going to have to deal with the backlash of that. 5, Drea Lee, Buku, I pray for both of y'all. Because what y'all trying to do to that man is crazy. And Robert Sylvester Kelly was nothing but good to y'all. Yellow Beezy. My question would be why? It would be the same question that I asked Melvin when he did what he did to you. Why? And Melvin said, yo, you know what? You're right, bro. I wasn't thinking. You ain't doing it in self-defense. Yella, you did it for get back. Malvin record sales was soaring and yours was stagnating. Rainwater, you ain't out to clear. Sad, man. Because the whole division came from you, Rainwater. See, the stuff that people don't know, and I ain't going to go too deep because this is not a Mo 3 segment. But because I said I was going to do it, I have to do it. Donald Trump signed an executive order. I'm going to do this real quick and I'm going to go. So this is for you, Marvin. This is for you, KT. This is for you. All the people that say that Trump is bringing back segregation. They talked about a memo. I think people need to really look at what's about to go down. They talked about a memo. And after the memo, Trump got angry because the Democrats was trying to destroy the memo. So Trump signed an executive order, right? And the first thing people do is run with what they think it is. So me, I sit back and I tell you, I don't play without black and white. The memo is the CAAC consultation to issue a class deviation from the federal acquisition regulation regarding executive orders 14-173 and 14-168. Uh-oh. I need somebody to tell me what's the date of the day. I do believe the date of the day is what? Let's see. Let's see what the date is. I do believe the date of the day is the 20th, right? Trump signed the executive order when? On the 17th. But before the 17th, he made sure William Clark, the director, Office of Government Wide Acquisition Policy Holder, which is in Trump's cabinet, right? So I can give you this, but I want you to read something. It says executive order. That's what E.O. stand for. 14-173, ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity. Revoked executive order 11246, equal employment opportunity. So one executive order destroyed the other. Then it says several FAR provisions, FAR provisions, promulgated to enforce executive order 11246 are not consistent with the direction of the president. See FAR subpart 2218 and associated provisions and clauses as prescribed at FAR 22.810. This letter describes changes to contract and solicitation terms that will ensure compliance with what? Executive Order 14-173, and serves as consultation in accordance to FAR 1.404, authorizing agencies to issue a class deviation to implement the necessary changes. FAR subparts 22.13, equal opportunity for veterans, and 2214, employment of workers with disabilities, and their related provisions and clauses are based in statute, are not covered by Executive Order 11246, and thus are not affected by this letter. I can stop right there. You know why? Because y'all said, oh, he's taking the rights away from the veterans. He's taking the rights from employment of workers with disabilities. But you see what the last clause are, right? They are not covered in the provisions and are based in statute, are not covered by Executive Order 11246, and thus are not affected by this letter. Contractors are still covered by existing United States laws on civil rights / non-discrimination. These laws apply whether or not the company is a government contractor. Pause. So the segregation, who was he talking about? I told y'all 4 years ago. He's talking about the people who don't know who they are. He's talking about the folks who haven't reclaimed their birthright, and you still got time. Now, if people don't know what's going on, that's on you. I've been trying to tell people, I've been called a conspiracy theorist, but wait, it gets worse. But it gets better. The Department of Labor sent a message stating on January the 21st, 2025, the White House and President Donald Trump issued an executive order ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity, which revoked Executive Order 11246. So far, what I'm seeing is all of his executive orders are revoking all the orders of Joe Biden, who had in place to have segregation run rampant. Then it says for 90 days from the date of this order, federal contractors may continue to comply with the regularity scheme in effect on January the 20th, 2025. You may read the full message here. Y'all can go ahead and get this and read it. If you want it, y'all know what to do. Send me an email and I'll send it to you. Y'all know I'm not stingy with this paperwork, but let's go to it. This letter also addresses Executive Order 14168, defending women from gender ideology extremism and restoring biological truth to the federal government by removing the defined term gender identity at FAR 22.801 and the clauses at FAR Part 52 that include the term. Pause. This CAAC letter is being issued in my capacity as chair of the Civilian Agency Acquisition Council to serve as consultation in accordance with FAR 1.404, authorizing agencies to issue a class deviation to ensure compliance with Executive Orders 14173 and 14168. If a FAR deviation is issued by their agencies consistent with this letter, contracting officers shall use the following changes. And here they go. And here they go. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So while you let the Democrats tell you, oh no, he's trying to put segregation back. He's talking about the contracting officers. Who are the contracting officers? The ones that take the oath. Because once you take the oath, you are no longer under the protections of the God himself. All of your inalienable rights are gone once you take that oath. So what could this mean? He's taking away the protections of everybody that take an oath. He's talking about running for a third term as president. If he was to run for a third term, that means that he will be destroying the democracy that the Democrats tried to put up and turn the country back to a country and take it out of the corporation, which means what? It will be a republic. So now I get why he plays along with their game. Because a republic can never be a democracy. So what I'm thinking is around year 3, if I'm correct, before it's almost time for him to go, he will make it official that the United States corporation is dead. And he's turning it from the corporation back to the republic. Now you'll have some people say, oh no, a democracy is this, democracy is this. This is how stupid I say people are. Say the Pledge of Allegiance. That's all you got to do. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. With that being said, I ain't saying too much more. Reading is fundamental. So while people run and say, oh no, he's trying to turn us back to slavery, this is a whole setup against the deep state. And what people don't understand is that you were turned into a corporation. You think I'm lying, don't you? I'll show you. Like this.
Record. And this is a UCC financing statement with the United States of America Department of Defense. Look who's the debtor. The Federal Reserve System. That's who prints the money. And it's in a trust, $14 trillion. Who is a jurisdiction organization of the United States of America, but lowercase, right? The lower USA. We know what that is. That's not even a kicker. This is the kicker. Miscellaneous, in brackets, with this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. But look what they included in their lien. As all real men with hands and legs and all real land in the United States of America, $14 trillion, with trust in God, this real estate is with the public. So it's all the people with hands and legs. They put a lien on your body. Go get the record. And this is a UCC financing statement with the United States of America Department of Defense. Look who's the debtor. The Federal Reserve System. That's who prints the money. And it's in a trust, $14 trillion. Who is a jurisdiction organization of the United States of America, but lowercase, right? The lower USA. We know what that is. That's not even a kicker. This is the kicker. Miscellaneous, in brackets, with this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. But look what they included in their lien. As all real men with hands and legs and all real land in the United States of America, $14 trillion, with trust in God, this real estate is with the public. So it's all the people with hands and legs. They put a lien on your body. Go get.
So when I talk about the private trusts or the private accounts that you have, everybody have an account with $14 trillion in it. How do you think you get paid? And when people start waking up to realize you pay yourself, but you took your time and exchanged it for their hours. And they're taxing you on your time. Then they double taxing you again for giving you your time, but you don't know how you're accessing your time. With that being said, DanaJay up out of here. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to roll with me. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important, be yourself. And I'm going to tell you this, elephants don't swat flies. And DanaJay will be teaching a class on how to reclaim your birthright step by step, coming soon. Look forward to it. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be private because I'm not going to put it on here. It's going to be private. I just hope that the people that's asking me to do it show up. With that being said, y'all have a good night. DanaJay gone. Peace.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound. Let it resound. As the rolling sea. I like this part right there. Come on. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Now we add a little something to it. Just encourage you. We're going to take it to the church later. Let's go. We'll be marching right until the victory is won. All the brothers out there. Hold your head up, brothers, till the victory is won. To all my sisters in the struggle. Keep believing, sisters, till the victory is won. Until that day. Till that day comes. Let us march on. To victory. Till victory is won.
Swimming in you, hey, little mama, said I wanna take a dip in your pool, just go for a little dive, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.